Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling to order this meeting of the Planning and Development Council of the town of Oakville. And we have regrets this evening from Councillor Palmer, who's on maternity leave, from Councillor Knoll and Councillor Lischina and Councillor O'Meara. Councillor O'Meara, I regret to say his mother is in hospital, and he is, like a good son, attending to her needs there, and he regrets, as the others do, that they can't be here. They all have very good reasons for they're not here. Council, are there any declarations of pecuniary interest? Madam Clerk, there are none. Would two of you favor us with a motion and a second to resolve in the Committee of the Whole? Councillor Grant and Councillor Sanju, all those in favor? And that's carried. We're now in the relaxed rule structure of the Committee of the Whole to consider this one item tonight. This is the only thing on the agenda. And it's the supplementary report from the recommendation report on 320 Bronte Road, Inc. And as everyone will know, we deferred that till tonight after receiving representations from counsel for the applicant. And the matter before council tonight is that in consideration of the revised application, that the matter be deferred until the staff can bring back at a future Planning and Development Council meeting in the first quarter of 2020 a recommendation report. And that the recommendation report dated August 19th, and that was deferred and is attached to this as Appendix D, be received. And with that, first I'll ask council if any of you have any questions for staff. And in the temporary appearance of an absence, I'll ask our counsel, Ms. Chandra, if you would be kind enough to explain the procedural niceties of this, like what happens if we don't defer it and so on. That's the kind of information that the public will want to know. You know, the procedure we're used to isn't something that the public are used to, and so your clarifying of that for the public would be, I think, helpful.
Through you, Mayor Burton. So we are now under Bill 108 rules, if you will. So we have reverted back to what I would describe as the old OMB rules. So any appeals if council chooses to make a decision tonight, the applicant would be in a position to appeal that decision to the local planning appeal tribunal, and that would be a hearing de novo. So it's as if it's starting over, starting afresh. There's we're under a very different regime from the Bill 139 test of consistency and conformity. So it's no longer subject to that rule. It is have regard to council's decision. So you do have an opportunity to defer the decision and continue to work with the applicant.
Thank you very much. Councillor, any questions? Are there any members of the public with information for council on the matter or questions? All right, I'll confine it to table. I only need a motion. We don't need a second in committee. Councillor Robertson, you're moving the staff recommendation? Thank you. May I put the question? All those in favor? Opposed, if any, and that's carried. Thank you, everybody. We now need a motion by one of you to rise and report to council. Councillor Longo, thank you. All in favor? That carries. I rise and report that the Committee of the Whole has met and has made recommendations on discussion item 1 as noted by the clerk, and I look for a mover and seconder to adopt the report. Councillor Giddings and Councillor Chisholm, all in favor? And the report is adopted. We are almost done. All we need now is a mover and seconder for consideration and reading of the bylaws. Councillor Elgar and Councillor Duddick, all those in favor? The bylaws are confirmed. That completes the work that we had for ourselves tonight. I want to thank everybody for your time and attention, and I look forward to seeing you Monday night at the next Planning and Development Corporation. It's been great working with you, and we are adjourned.